Hi, everybody out there. I just wanted to, talk about some things this morning that I've been thinking about. One thing I've been thinking about lately is the border. You know, the way I look at the border is like your door to your house. Okay, you keep the door secured, keep it locked at night. You don't let just anybody come in your house. I don't know why Biden and his crew wants to leave things wide open. People just come in your house. Some people say, well, you don't need a gate or a fence or things to keep people out. Well, them people that say that, what about your house? Why do you put locks on your doors at your house? Why do you have a door? If that's the case, just let people just walk in your house. Just walk in your house. You don't even know them. Just walk in your house. I don't know about everybody else, but I know for me, whoever comes in my house is going to be somebody I know. And if it's somebody coming in my house that's doing a service like air conditioning work or working on a pipe on the sink or whatever, I want to be there or somebody there to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing and not rummaging through your house. There's nothing wrong with checking people out to make sure uh, that it's they're safe and they're legit to be coming into your house. So the same way with this country, we got men and women right now on that border is putting in a lot of hours and needing a lot of help. But Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are not giving them that help, and they're just acting like it doesn't exist. And these days all these issues pop up, one right after the other, and it kind of makes you feel like they're trying to deter you from what's going on. The news media goes from one situation to another situation to another situation, and then you're pretty much you know your mind is just scrambled because there's so much hitting you at one time. Um, really think about it. I mean, right now there's fentanyl coming through there. There's guns coming through there. We got cartel members coming through there. There's child trafficking going through there. And I have no problem with somebody wanting to come to this country. This is the greatest country in the world, and I understand people want to have a good life. And with the United States, if you're a working person and you're a person that wants to strive, you can make a good life. But the thing about it is, you got to go about it the right way, and come over here and do it the right way. When you come over the wrong way, there's a lot of things that you're not gonna have. I mean, you're not gonna have certain certain things that we have as Americans. Um, and not just South America countries or people from Mexico coming through. There's people from all over the world coming through. They've caught terrorists coming through from Yemen. Uh, all different 80 something countries are coming through that southern border. So we as Americans, we got to keep our house safe. At your house, you keep your house safe. You lock the doors at night. You know who's coming in and out your house. If it's somebody you don't trust, that's a thief or somebody that's a bad person, you don't just let them in your house. Um, and right now, it's just a free for all. I mean, people's coming through. These drugs. Do you think these drugs are just going to certain people? No, they're going to go to your children. They're going to go to young people that's going to get hooked on these drugs, and a lot of people is going to die from taking all these drugs that's coming through our border. Not just that, but bad people. I mean, you get bad people coming through the border that were child predators or child molesters and stuff. So we got to be careful with that. And I kind of feel for Texas, and I know what they're going through with that, and it's a bad situation, and it's just sad to know that we got a president that's so incompetent and a vice president that's so incompetent to just be letting stuff go on and not help people and do what they're supposed to do. I think our government and people we put in office I think they forgot that we pay their salaries. We're their boss. They're not our boss. We're their boss. And when they don't do the right things that we need done for this country and what's best for us Americans, then we need to get them out of there. We either need to get them out of there with voting. We need to get them out any way that it takes. Our Constitution is being walked over. It's being walked over. It's being shunned. It's being overlooked. And it's kind of funny how certain people use parts of the Constitution whenever it suits them. No, that Constitution is set to where we follow that Constitution. It needs to be followed. If the thing about, we got rules, regulations, and laws, and if nobody follows the law, then there is no law. And we got to hold people accountable for what they do. So I just hope all the Americans, the patriots, and all the people of the United States, whether you're Democrat or Republican, we got to hold these people accountable. If they've made some misjudgments or they've did some things that's tyrannical or bad for America, we need to hold them accountable for it. We let our voices need to be heard. We also need to unite. American people need to unite. I know there's been a lot of things that's kind of divided this country, and a lot of things are being thrown at us, and they're not good. We need to understand at the end of the day, we're all Americans, and the people that wants to destroy America and wants to kill us and wants to get rid of us, they don't care. They don't care if you're a Republican. They don't care if you're a Democrat. They hate America, and think about your family and your children and the life you live right now. It's great. I mean, we have a great life. We have a great country. We got great men and women that serve this country, that's laid their lives down and their limbs and everything else, and this blood's been shed over the years so we can be free. Freedom isn't free. That's the thing about it. It isn't free. It's paid for in the blood of Americans. We got to remember that. It's paid for by the blood of the veterans and the men and women that fought for this country and fought wars to keep us safe. And it happens all the time. And they don't get the recognition that they should get. And they should get a lot more. I mean, the veterans ought to be taken care of a lot more. I heard the thing today that said that, Joe Biden's wanting to cut back funding for the veterans in the military, the benefits. And I'm like, man, that is bull right there. That is bull. Come on. Them people deserve the best. They kept us safe. And they've sacrificed so much. Their families have sacrificed so much. So, we got to remember that we're all Americans. Now we have our spats, there's certain things that people like, there's certain things people don't like, and of course we're not going to agree on everything, but when it comes to the end of the day, we can agree that we love freedom, we love this country, we stand for what the American flag stands for, and when it comes to sports players, people that play sports, they're not my hero. When I was a kid, they were my hero because it was different then. One of my favorite baseball players was Ken Griffey Jr. Hit home runs, awesome player. But as I got older, I started recognizing, some of these players that are out here are not representing the country like they should be. And they're not role models. A lot of them are not role models. A lot of them are idiots, And for people to disrespect our flag and these big companies of like NFL, Major League Baseball, to sit there and have two different national anthems and to sit there and to do what they've did, I'll never watch them again. I love sports. I played sports as a kid. I looked up to a lot of players as a kid. Baseball, football, basketball, I loved it. But you know what? It's it's stained me so much from having anything to do with them, because the way they've been about our country, and people like that's in them that are seen a lot. They need to represent our country. They need to. They have the freedoms like we do. So the division of this country needs to go away. We need to stand up as Americans, unite, and to do the right things for this country. So I just wanted to get that off my chest. I know some people are going to disagree with me. I know some people are going to agree with me, and that's okay, because you know what? It's America, and you should be able to say what you want to say. I know right now, freedom of speech is being blocked on a lot of different outlets and a lot of different media. That's wrong. Everybody has an opinion, and they should be able to speak their opinion. This is America, and that's our right. Whether I like it or not, what you believe, that's your right, and you shouldn't block the freedom of speech. And anything that pertains to our Constitution should be followed 100%. But I was just wanting to make a video, y'all, real fast, and just kind of get some words in there. Maybe I'll make some more videos, depending on how this goes. It's kind of like my first time. But I love the United States. I love my veterans. I love all the patriots out there. And I love this country. No matter what color you are, I love this country. I love everybody. There's good people and there's bad people in every race. That doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're American, you're American. And I love you, I care about you. Take care of yourself. There's a lot of crazy stuff going around these days, depending on where you live. Just keep your eyes peeled and stay safe. Alright? See ya.